What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's your big partner, me, Cartoon One from East Side of Avalon, the village storyteller. Hold on. I gotta go get my looks. Oh, shoot. Oh, I can see y'all now. The old man is back. But anyway, it's story time. Man, this is a story. Man, matter of fact, no, I take it back. It's not story time. This is me just running my mouth about the state of the union in the Alabama prison system. How it's going down, we should say. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a lot of them. You know, everybody and mama there got cell phones, so you know. I get a lot of phone calls every day from my homeboys in there. And you know, I keep them up on current events in the streets, and they keep me up on current events in the prison. You know? They tell me how stuff going, what people doing. Oh, you know, old dudes that I was locked up with in there, what they doing, and just talking. I got it's an old dude that was in there with me named Mr. Floyd. Now, I remember some years and years ago, back in the early 2000s, Mr. Floyd was old as dirt. Was old as poo-pie peedywap. You know what I'm saying? But he would get up every day and go work in the kitchen. He wouldn't work exactly in the kitchen, but on the dock. You know what I'm saying? He would make up something to do, figure out, find something to do. He would work. Oh, I'm talking about old, man. I was talking to one of my partners the other day. And I asked him, I say, man, he had just got out. And I said, man, what about old man Floyd, man, was in West Jefferson with us. He like, yeah, what about him? I said, man, he dead yet? He like, man, no, man, old man Floyd's still alive. I'm like, still alive? I'm like, how old is he? Man, listen. Mr. Floyd is 104 years old. 104 years old. And he's still living, still getting around, and they say still get up and go to work in the kitchen every day. Now that's amazing. 104. They say, and he'll wrestle with one of them youngsters too. Man, I remember talking to Mr. Floyd one day, man, and he told me, he say, Toon, man, I've been in prison so long. He said, man, when they first brought me to prison out here in Alabama, he said they brought me to prison in a wagon, in a one-horse wagon. He came to prison in a one-horse wagon. He was in prison for killing two white boys that hung his brother. Yeah, they hung his brother, man. You know how Alabama was way back in them days. They hung his brother, and he killed both of them. And he been in prison, man, I think over 70 years. Yeah. He got to be the oldest cat in prison. And he got to been down long. He had to have been down longer than everybody. I think the man been down over 70. Dang. But anyway, this ain't about Mr. Floyd, man. This is about, man, my partner telling me, man, how them youngsters in Alabama prison, how they rocking right now. Now, you know that rap influence, man, is so strong that, you know, it changes. It's changing our youth day by day. But now, you know, here it is in this day and age, you know, you got a lot of young folks in prison. And so they come into the prison system with whatever mentality they had on the streets. They dress code, the way they walk, talk, look, think, act, everything. Because I remember before I got out, when you had a knife on you, dudes used to say, man, you got that pistol. They changed it over. Them youngsters started saying it's a pistol because they started carrying them like they had, you know, a pistol, a gun, for real. This was their gun. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the real gun from the street, so now they got a knife. And they like, I got that pistol on me. That was their gun. And, man, all the stuff I see them start doing in prison was what them little rappers would talk about on the streets and how they were rocking on the streets. And it was a trip. It was a trip to me. Anyway, something just happened. But anyway, so man, I'm laughing about it, man. The homie telling me that how some dudes got popped on TikTok. They had made a homemade barbecue pit, got them some chicken out the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, raw chicken out the kitchen, and they was out on the yard, kicked back, like they was really, really on the streets barbecuing chicken on the homemade barbecue grill thing they had made. Now, the gunner in the tower ain't saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? They out there with their phones in their pocket, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the Bluetooth earpiece, and the whole hookup. Needless to say, because it went on TikTok, somehow, some way, word got back to the administration. The administration ended up coming, finding them, locking them up. And my homie said, man, they was crucifying the prison for like 2 days behind that. Anyway, even when I was in the prison, man, we would get in trouble for posting stuff on Facebook or, you know what I'm saying, whatever we had posted it on, and it messed around. The administration would come back if they would see it, find it. You know, some people said that they had like a little group that surfed the internet for anything that inmates was putting on the internet. If that was true, I don't know. Anyway, I never got caught for nothing like that. But anyway, man, what was funny was how he was telling me about how them youngsters in there, because the prison system full of youngsters now. You know, you got your old heads still running around, you know what I'm saying? But the old heads, they either they going home or they dying out. Fooling with the Alabama prison system, they're most likely dying out before they going home. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of people with life it out. They give out life it out, you know what I'm saying, like they giving out lottery tickets. They just what they do. Anyway, so with them, you know, the old guard leaving, all these youngsters coming to prison. Y'all know it ain't no but youngsters coming to prison. In Alabama, between the age of 16 to 20, they falling up in that prison system, man. They've coming up in that prison system quick. So like I say, man, the homies tell me how, man, dudes walking around with the earpiece on, you know what I'm saying? All of them want the certain type of shave, because you can wear hair in the Alabama prison. At one time you couldn't wear hair. Now they getting a certain type of shave. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got dudes that cut hair, you know what I'm saying? The barbers, they got their own clippers or whatever. Man, they getting all these cuts from like the streets. Now you still can't grow your hair. But now you got some dudes that'll try to and keep it covered up, and you know later on that night in the block they'll let it show, because the police in the cube, he ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But they try to keep an affinity with what's going on in the streets as much as they possibly can. And man, I was just laughing earlier because I told myself, man, I'm gonna talk about this on YouTube. And I was laughing because, man, he was telling me about how, man, look, he say, man, them cats in there, man, with $400 earrings, $1,000 earrings in their ear. All of them got chains on. They got 4, 5 chains on, big chains, little change. Man, they done took the state pants, and they done figured out some way to hem them up and sew them up. They done turned the state prison pants into skinny jeans. Man, hey, look, y'all. Hey, man, them youngsters something else, man. They can't be stopped. Look, y'all. They They done figured out a way to hem they pants up a certain type way and turned them into skinny jeans, y'all. But partners say, and they sagging, and they got the nerve to sag in them. Now, you know, they run around the system sagging anyway. But they got them little old hug me drawers on. Y'all know them little old funny type drawers that these youngsters wear. I wear boxers, homie. That's all I'm aware. But the drawers everybody wear now, I guess they call them men's briefs or something. They go halfway down your thigh, hug your leg and all that. Man, bump that. I'm not putting none of that whack mess on there. Them ain't nothing but man panties to me. I wear boxers and that's it. But anyway, man, they got their man panty drawers on. They boxer briefs. And they got these old fake skinny jeans on. They sagging in them. Say, man, they got these little bitty shirts on. I told y'all that them youngsters now, they put them little shirts on, let their ribs show. Say, man, they done alter the shirt where they got the little small shirts on. Like they really, like they got some real live Fendi or Versace on. Oh my goodness, man. He say it's so funny, man. He said, man, they getting these all these little old designer glasses and shades, and they walking around the prison system. They walking around the yard. This is how they walking around the yard. Yeah. He say you can't tell them nothing. He say don't mess around, let the weekend come. Ooh, whoa. They showing up trying to jump doo-doo shark. He say, hey, that's some funny stuff, man. They done took the little hoodies that little sweatshirt hoodies you can buy. He say they done sold them up a certain type way and altered them where they ain't got small and look a certain type way, man. Like them youngsters do on the street, man, with them little bitty clothes, man. Y'all know how they do. But they rocking it and man, listen. They got some Bluetooth like speaker things, some like little speaker box things that they getting in from the street. You know, police in Alabama bring everything in. Everybody know it. But anyway, so man, he say, man, it sound like a car pass. It sound like a car passing by your window or something. They in the kitchen. They in the kitchen with the phones going. And man, everybody walking around with iPhones. They doing their thug thizzle, y'all. And it was like that right before I left. Right before I left. It was like that. It was getting like that. It was getting like that. It's just a trip, man. Man, that man told me, he said, man, they altered them pants and made some skinny jeans. Oh, my goodness. He say, man, everybody and their mama got designer shoes on. Jordans and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever costs $250 or more. That's what they walking around with on their feet. They doing their thing. I've never. My shoes come from Walmart. Most of them. Most of them. And I don't care. Man, I don't care. Man, my money go in my pocket. Them white folks ain't getting my money because they put a funny name on it. Fendi, Versace, Salucci, Arrivederci, Fafada Foo. I wouldn't give a dang what name on it. If the price tag on it is too large, your price is way too high. You need to cut it. For real. Because if you don't cut it, I'm not buying it or wearing it. For real. Back in the day when I was young, when I was out there in the streets banging, I didn't put nothing on with a name on. Man, bump that. Run DMC. Now, you youngsters probably, y'all don't know about no Run DMCs, Run DMC rap group back in the day. And that fool say, they had that song say, what they say, I don't wear. He say, I don't wear Louis or Calvin Klein. I don't want nobody name on my behind. You know what I'm saying? That was a very prolific statement that Run DMC was saying back then. They wore them 501s and that's it. You feel me? With them shell toe Adidas. Y'all remember old schools, y'all remember it. But anyway, yeah, I'm not spending all my money on something just because it got a funny bunny name on it. No. Like I say, Walmart, here I come. City Trends, here I come. And don't care about what the next man talk about. They always say, Man, clothes make the man. No, fool. I don't believe that one. I make the clothes. Clothes don't make me. I make the clothes. I make clothes look good. You know what I'm saying, huh? Why? 'Cause I'm the overlord. Y'all know what's up. Anyway, that was just a quick little thing, man. I had to go through with y'all, man. Man, it was funny. I said, man, let me let folks know how these country boys out here in Bama getting down. You know what I'm saying? They think Bama slow. They think Bama real country. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled, y'all. It's a lot more to meet the eye. Man, usually I'll be drinking that water. That's that sugar-free ginger ale. The ginger good for y'all, man. Better get up on it. Better do your homework. That ginger good for you. Especially when it's sugar-free. You ain't got to worry about that sugar. You just getting that straight medicinal jump off from the ginger. You know? Yeah. Anyway, man. I was just thinking. I was reading some comments from my last video. The last video that said Avalons and 8 Tray gangsters diss 4 Tray killers. That video? Yeah. I was reading some of the comments. Listen. I made a video about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, where I was speaking on people that's from different places, different walks of life, different things that have never walked a mile in me or my homeboy shoes, that have the nerve to get on here and make statements and comments about things that you don't understand, that you will never understand, or probably will never make sense to you. You haven't lived the life. You don't know what you're talking about. So the asinine comments that you might make from an ignorant mind that doesn't know the reality of what's going on in South Central LA, keep those comments to yourself, because you don't know what you're talking about. You do not understand the seriousness of the situation. So keep the comments to yourself. Because I tell y'all, like I've said before, I tell people all the time, in this YouTube metaverse, you can't make everybody happy. It's impossible to make everyone happy. What makes this group happy gonna make that group sad. What make that group sad gonna make this group happy. There will always be many, many different opinions on any subject that's spoke on. You know? I tell YouTubers all the time, you will have gray hair. You'll go blind and have gray hair, chasing behind acceptance from a YouTube audience. Either they gonna accept you or they gonna reject you. Either they gonna rock with you or they gonna not rock with you. Either they gonna feel what you talking about or they not gonna feel what you talking about. So I tell you, you as a YouTuber, you as a individual, like me as an individual, do what makes you happy. And what everybody else talking about can be danged, because that's what I do. I talk about what I want to talk about. I post what I want to post. And what the next person feel about it, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not in this to make y'all happy. I'm in this to make me happy. To give me an outlet to tell the stories about my life and my past that I want to tell. I am not going change, twist, or bend me to try to make those or them or him or her personally happy about me. If you rock with me, cool. If you don't, I don't care. Now, as far as the subject about that video, I posted. I'm glad I posted. Y'all know what's happening with me. I'm from Avalon Gangsters. Those who know, know. I ain't never hid it. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all all the time. I ain't into like using the diss words and all this and that I used to use back in the past. But now I told y'all, it's one or two sets that I ain't gonna never have no love for. I don't get on here every day and talk about that. That video happened to come up because it was sent to me and I posted it. But yeah, I have no love for those individuals. But do I talk about it all the time? No. It just happened to come up. So like I say, those who with it, those who ain't. If you don't like the content, don't listen to it. Straight up. Anyway, man, I'm finna go. Wife in here cooking. I'd rather look at her and talk to her than continue to look at me on this camera. But anyway, man, it's me, man, your big partner, Cartoon One from East Side of Avalon. Y'all stay tuned, man. I got a certain special project coming up, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I want y'all to tell me if y'all like it. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. It's going to be in a story form. It's an experiment, and I'm going to really need y'all on this one, I'm going to need your input to tell me yay or nay if you think it's good. If enough people say yeah, then I'm going to keep doing it. If enough people say no, then I'm going to leave it alone because it's only an experiment. But anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. It's me, Cartoon. I represent the gangsters. I'm out.